Hello, McFluffy52 here, back for more Magic the Gathering Arena action. Today we're going to try and see if we can win with Jund Legends on the ranked ladder. We're playing also one of all our non-legends just because I thought it would be some fun. And yeah, we're playing some new Foundations Legends that will hopefully power up the deck. Some new Foundations cards such as Cultivator's Caravan, Maelstrom Pulse. And yeah, let's go hop in some games. Talk about more about the deck as we go through the games. Okay. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, subscribe. Helps me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and let's hop into the games. What do we do with this hand? I think we keep. I mean, Bristly Bill is pretty nice. The Caravan, it's not really great in your opening hand. I saw that this card had actually a fairly high win rate, but not necessarily when it's in your opener, so maybe that's a sign we should mulligan. But I do love Hajar. 3 mana, or 2 mana 3/3 is nice. Bill allows us to put counters. I will try it out. But yeah, we have a lot of like incidental synergies thanks to our legends. We have crime synergies, and we also have some +1 counter synergies. Opponent on Jeskai. Interesting. Haven't played anything out, so maybe they're Jeskai. They're either Jeskai Convoke and they just are waiting to flash out a Resolute Reinforcements, or they're on like a Jeskai control deck, I would assume. We can always play Bristly Bill next turn. I just think I like running out Hajar here, I think. We can also run out Smut next turn, which seems pretty good. The reinforcements coming down? No. Okay, so maybe we're Jeskai Oculus? Why would they care about putting a card in their graveyard? Moment of Truth, look at top 3 cards, put one of those cards into your hand, one at the bottom of your library, and one into your graveyard. Oh, I think I know what they might be playing. They might be playing like a... What is her name? A Narset deck. Because I saw Swayze put out a video playing Narset. Mana open for a counterspell. Well, what counterspell? It would have to be one of the mana tax ones. Well, we'll run out Smut and potentially draw us a card. They don't have 3 steps ahead mana because they don't have double blue. Lightning Helix, Dispersal. Really are putting a ton of cards in their graveyard, so wonder what they're playing. They didn't put any in their graveyard. Okay. Might play out the Caravan at this point. Kind of missed the opportunity to play out Bill there, but I wanted to just try and draw a card. Okay, play opponents on a control deck. What does that mean for us? What is our best option into control? Probably getting this vehicle down and being able to crew it whenever we get good top decks. But I would like to be able to get it down through counter spells. I think we might just run out. This is the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result, but Smut. Land drop. Draw us a card, please. Alright. Opponent could be on a like 1,000-Year Storm deck, perhaps. Though Afaro's Dispersal doesn't really work well, nor does like putting stuff in your graveyard, so I don't know what they're up to. It was just mill. The answer was mill. It's always been.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch.
Doesn't really matter which one they target. Well, actually, it could reduce the damage if they target Hajar, but
Plans are beyond your comprehension.
Okay, I think I play out Bill, pump up Hajar. They're probably gonna mill themselves now that I think about it, but they could draw some cards. They only have 3 in the grave though. I still am pretty clueless about what our opponent's up to. I need to play a land drop. I'm gonna hit Jace. Bounce. Okay. They didn't care about their Jace. Well, I got distracted by their Jace. Probably a mistake. Alright. Maybe the opponent will let that resolve, and that should hopefully mean good things later in the game. Maybe they're just a Reanimator deck and trying to reanimate Omniscient. I'm still so confused. What's going on here? I mean, if they were playing like Festival of Embers, it would make sense, but they haven't played any like Helixes, which confuses me. Probably actually hold on to the Kellan, to be honest. Well, I could crew the Cultivator's Caravan, but I don't really want it getting bounced. But it would be threatening lethal. Oh wait, I can activate Bristly Bill. I'll just use that. I forgot the Cultivator's Caravan tapped for mana for a second there. I should put the counter on Bill. Well, no, Smut's probably the right one. But we have lethal anyways. But if they bounce something, we can... Okay. What are they? Campus Renovation. So they are a reanimation deck. Omniscience. Okay, so they were trying to reanimate on Omniscience, and I think we just killed them before they could. Okay, this hand is very awkward. Not super synergistic. I mean, we get Kellan into Ruby, I guess. There's just so many hands that this would, or like, I think it's okay. We can Edict if they play like out. Okay. Oh no, I feel like this is a bad matchup. Teamer Otter combo. Okay, we have now double black. That makes Kaervek better, but yeah, these talents are gonna be annoying. I wish Kellan said until the end of like next turn. You may play this card this turn. Makes it so much worse. Okay. How do we beat down our opponent here? So if you're unfamiliar with the deck the opponent is playing, well, actually I'm not entirely certain if the opponent's playing the Teamer Otter combo. They might be just playing like the Simic, one Simic deck. Opponent probably has like an unsummon type effect for Ruby. That'd be my guess, but I'm not sure. I don't think the opponent's gonna play any planeswalkers. I think I'll just pass the turn. 1 damage here isn't worth it. Alright, so we're gonna make them sack a creature token. Just because I don't want to die to these otters over the course of a few turns. But the Teamer like combo deck, there's like a 3-drop or is it a 2-drop otter that says like untap all otters, mice, birds, rats, or something, and you can dazzling denial bird. Okay, that's not a bird, so I will pay. Okay, I have no clue what the opponent's playing, to be honest. Excuse me. It seems like some silly Simic prowess deck. I'm gonna hold up the Paw Patch formation so that if they go to bounce another Storm Chaser's talent, we can kill it. But yeah, there's like this 2 or 3 mana otter that like untaps all your otters, birds, mice, rats, or something, and then you can I like Kaervek, to be honest. Okay, so we have some options here. I think our best bet is just trying to get rid of the board some. So I think what I will do is I will destroy target enchantment and then commit a crime so that I can recast this. Get rid of one of their Storm Chaser talents. I would have liked to probably wait. I probably could have waited, but there's a lot of with Vraan, when they have a creature die, or no, it's only our creatures. Another this town. My goodness. Alright, we don't have any mana. Yeah, these Storm Chaser talents are actually a very, very strong card. Because the otters they make are very strong, and then they're on a permanent, and then they can replay things. I like Gisa because it has ward. I have to tap down 2 legendaries, so I'll tap this. Alright. We have some beaters that we'll probably just start swinging in with. Fortunately, yeah, these cards say each opponent, and this is each opponent, so that doesn't really give us any way to commit crimes. Which we really want to do with Gisa so that we can make the zombies. Actually I have no idea what the opponent, if the opponent's like the combo deck or if they're just playing Simic bounce value nonsense. But yeah, the combo deck just like can loop that this town ain't big enough once they have enough otters and mice, because the tokens they can make tap for mana if they have enduring vitality, which is like the green enchantment creature from Duskmourn, the cycle. Sorry, my thoughts have not been very connected. I keep being interrupted by my turn. Oh, yes. Oh yes. It's a crime. It is a crime. I don't have actually anything I can replay anyways, so we don't really mind missing this opportunity. Do I swing in with everything? Oops, didn't mean to click myself. Yeah, I think I'll swing in with Kaervek, because if they kill it, I draw a card. Keep Vraan back. Ruby should pump itself, because we have 4 power with Gisa. It's been fun playing this Legends deck, because every game is very, very interesting and unique. There's the Enduring Vitality, so that's part of the combo they're trying to assemble. I don't think they have it yet. I'll play out this, and I'll play out a jar just so we can give our creatures indestructible. Counterspell. Ruby, I don't really want to tap you down. I don't mind paying a life here. If the opponent makes us, we can tap down our legends to pay for a counterspell. We only have to pay 2, so it's not really the end of the world. So pay 2. I will do this manually because it doesn't really matter the color. I'll tap this, and then I'll tap this. We have infinite mana. Okay, swing, I think, with almost everything, to be honest. If we swing with everything, are we threatening lethal? This is 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9 plus this is 12 plus Gisa is well, more than 13. Counting is for blockers. I can give my legends +1 pump and make them indestructible. So, and also do 1 damage by sacrificing this because we have Garna. And if they were to kill our creatures, we would draw a card, so it's really not the end of the world in that regard. I'm gonna do this because it should do more damage. Oh, we also have the Vraan trigger. Yeah, we have mega lethal. GG. We got new guy. 1800 mythic. Wild. Alright. Thane is nice. I do like it. It's not like game breaking, but it is nice. We can go aggressive with Gev and then get it back with our Honest Rutstein if we want to. Play the Blooming March, I think. It's fast lands. When you're playing a low to the ground deck, these fast lands are so nice. I see people often ask, what should I spend my wild cards on? And one of the best suggestions usually is like the lands in the decks that you're going to be playing. Now, admittedly, I think these lands, I would have to look. I'd probably look at the standard rotation. These Copperline Gorges, I think, might be rotating next September 2025. So that is something to consider. But all right, opponent. What is the best play here? I can go Squee. I really want to get Honest Rutstein going. Swinging with Gev, play down Honest Rutstein. We don't get anything from that. Play Squee and start going aggro. I could play Samut And then they'll probably trade off with Samut. I think I play Samut after combat, which feels so gross and awkward, but I think it might be the move. Because I don't think they're blocking. Like, I'm almost certain of that. This gives us a 3/4 first strike, which seems really strong into their kind of tiny creature deck. This deck is a lot about combat. Just standard old combat. If they kill Samut, we can get it back with Honest Rutstein, which, you know, big play there. Roaming Throne. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, so maybe we just run out the caravan so we can play Aclazotz next turn. Stop them with the nonsense here. Opponent looking to gain a boatload of life. We could pretend like we have like a pump spell and swing in. That is an option. Could attack with Squee and probably draw a card. I like the Aclazotz, getting to Aclazotz. We could play Honest Rutstein, but I think the Caravan is better because it's a giant creature that we can now use on defense. So we can crew it with Samut or Gev and have a 5/5 blocker for the throne. So I think that's the best play. And then next turn we should be able to play Aclazotz. We don't really need the Caravan to play Aclazotz in this particular situation because we drew a land. But okay, that's going to be really, really big. We need some removal spells, I think, at this point. That's what I've beginning to believe. Because they're about to attack in, gain 2 life, and then have 4 counters go on their Essence Channeler. This Roaming Throne has become problematic. This is one of the games where Anoint with Affliction would have gone really well into this Essence Channeler so they don't stick these counters on something else. I think we just need to stall at this point and hope we top deck into some removal. Yeah. I think that's our best option here. Their creature is just too big after 1 turn. It's Roaming Throne, men. Cleric. Interesting, so they're not all bats. Probably playing the 1-drop cleric that... The 1-drop cleric rabbit that gains life. Oh. Yeah, that's, I think game. Did not top deck removal, and do not pass go. A duress or like a... Any of our removal spells would have been good into this Essence Channeler. Because now it's going to grow, and then it should be lethal. GG. We were taken down by the new guy. How could this happen? Where did we go wrong? Alright, Long Goodbye is nice. I think that makes it a keep. And then we have Skitter on turn 3. Or we could go Caravan, but... No 1-drop kind of hurts. Stamp. Hello. Okay. Tinybones. Do I just rip the removal now? I think I have to wait until they go for the pump. And then we kill it. I think that's our best option. I always hate doing this because There's a chance they have more than one pump spell. I mean, I'll take 1 damage if you're only gonna do 1 damage, but they're wondering if I have it. Lotting a bird. That is no good for me. I think I get rid of the scamp then. Or it feels bad to not use my mana for anything here. Is it better to hold the long goodbye? I mean, we're on the clock. They have fling because they're playing black, so we know that they're playing the sellsword. So they're either Jund aggro or Rakdos. Do we kill the scamp? I mean, I think it represents the most amount of damage. It's just really, really unfortunate. We'll play the Plaza of Heroes and then the Tinybones. Next turn we can play this that has reach, which should be pretty good. And then we can pump up Tinybones' power so we'll be able to crew the caravan. So maybe that's good. But okay, we're not going to be pumping up anybody's power here. Taking a beating here. Damn. Okay. They had the nuts, and that officially gets it out of range of Alana Elena blocking it. I think we still want this as like a blocker. Or is it better to have Lord Skitter that can crew the caravan? They're predominantly pump spells, but it already has trample. I mean, I think this just gets us maybe an extra turn, whereas the other one doesn't. Because if they have pump spells or fling, they can just... yeah, that's a good game. A fling spell wins them in the game here. Or just that. Yep. 11 damage. GG. That deck really only needs 1 creature to go off. This hand looks kind of rough because we can't cast like 2 of it. But we can cast that once we get the caravan down, but I think we mulligan once. This hand's better, I guess. I don't know. We have removal. We have cards that we can play. Oh no. Gosh darn it. A combo deck. Are they a combo? Yeah, they're definitely still Raise the Past deck. I don't know why they're playing, Essence Channeler. I feel like that deck wants mostly Lifegain triggers. Maybe, I guess, still good enough of a payoff. Oh, I played out the wrong card. Or I played out the wrong land. If I played the Springs, I could have killed Gorehound. Would have probably been worth. I will trade Gorehound for 2 damage. So core, we'll definitely be removing that. Don't know if it'll matter. No blockers, cool. We like when our opponent has no blockers. Draw a card with Paw Patch formation and gain 3 life. Problem is, like, they don't care if their cards go to the graveyard because they have Raised the Past. just gonna return all 2 drops or lower, so everything here is gonna get returned. They haven't hit their oh my goodness, the 4 of Gorehounds. That's insane. Probably raise the past on top of their deck right now. I mean, play land, attack, play lateral. Okay, it's damage. Lateral. If that gains flying, we can destroy it technically. Oh, they have Dewdrop Cure. That's pretty much the same thing. Dewdrop Cure allows them to return 2 mana value 2 or less, or if they give us a card, they can return 3. So we're just gonna say good game. Alright, this one's to even the score. If we win this one, we're 3-3 on the ranked ladder. I like Soul Cauldron a lot, especially if the opponent's playing a graveyard deck. You should have been there last game, Soul Cauldron. Gosh darn it. Okay. Probably Mulligan. Okay, this is way better. What do we get rid of? I'm scarred from last game, so I'm gonna get rid of, like, Ruby, and then we will keep Tyvar, I guess. I want to keep the Soul Cauldron, that was the main thing. Probably would have kept Ruby over Soul Cauldron if I wasn't so bitter about that last game. Thankfully our opponent is playing Azorius, so maybe that that decision to keep Soul Cauldron is going to pay off if they're playing a self-mill deck, which there is Azorius Oculus. Moment of Truth tells me that they are probably Azorius Oculus. Yo, this works so well. Get wrecked. Probably have to just wait until they go for the reanimation, because if they mill a card next turn and they can reanimate it the same turn, so you really just have to hold up the cauldron until their end step each turn. That is how you do with the Azorius, or the Soul Cauldron into these reanimation decks. How about no? Thoughts? They can bounce the cauldron, but it's not going to change the fact that that Oculus got exiled. Opponent. I don't know if that was the best option there. We could hold up removal just in case they get through the cauldron, but I think our best bet is just to keep Isgev on the ground and keep them under pressure rather than holding up removal. So at a certain point they're gonna have enough mana to like mill and then reanimate the same turn. Long Goodbye seems pretty good here. Alright, it's the end of their turn, so we will go ahead and get rid of one of these cards. Probably the Helping Hand, so they can't replay it from the graveyard with Union of Third Path or whatever it's called. This is uncounterable. Good luck. Okay, they didn't have any counter spells. And then we continue holding up our cauldron. I mean, I don't need anything to target to use my Aclazotz Soul Cauldron. We can hit whatever they go to grab here, I believe. Oh, I lied. Well, we'll get rid of the Djinn. It's a third land. I mean, these are both 3/3s. It doesn't really matter in that case. Could play down the Relic of Legends. That could help us in future turns, but I like the idea of causing the opponent pain. Play Kaervek. I think that's the better of the ones to go for here. That is fine. It is gone. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, it says at the beginning of my upkeep. Which kind of sucks. In response to your trigger, sacrifice a non-token creature. Thank you. I guess I will draw. Go to my main phase. And hope whatever they manifested is not a problem, because it could hurt. Make them use the spell before we exile. The Cauldron's real fun to play into, isn't it? Graveyard decks. I can play this into Vadmir and then put some counters on it. Or like crack some map tokens onto it. As well as if we commit a, oh, we can't crack a map token, but if we commit a crime, we can make it bigger. We'll see. Kiora is a good addition to these decks because if they have enough cards in their graveyard, when they attack, they make an 8/8. We saw them mill a Djinn, so in response to them going to combat, I will grab that Djinn from their graveyard. I don't think they have any instant speed way of reanimating because Helping Hand is sorcery. And then I'm not so sure about the other one, but now they don't have enough cards in their graveyard to make an 8/8. And we have a Vadmir that can block the Kiora. So they don't get the attack trigger. They kind of unsummon Vadmir, which is fine. Or Vadmir, my bad. Sorry, Vadmir. Alright. We're probably about to give them a window to do something here, but I think it's worth because we can get rid of their Kiora. I can play this out and I can still get rid of their Kiora and start growing a board. What I'm thinking about doing is targeting their graveyard with Aggro Soul Cauldron. Now commit a crime, trigger Kaervek, and then we can cast one of our removal spells back from our graveyard. I mean, we can do it at instant speed. It just makes me nervous. We have to do it before their combat, at least. Or in response to them playing a creature. Nah, it doesn't matter if they play a creature. The Punisher has come. He says he's not a fan of merfolks, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, Kiora. Okay. That changes the game plan some. I mean, I don't think they're attacking. The fact that they can cast these Abhorrent Oculus are very is very annoying. I'd like to cast a Long Goodbye. Cast. Parting that. I will tap my legends down using my Relic of Legends. Pay 2 life. I will submit 0. I can't really recast anything right now, so. Okay. We bested Azorius Oculus. Thank you, Soul Cauldron. We did it. Alright, this game is now for either we end up 4-3 or we end down 3-4. And this is the game that decides it. I think I like this hand. We have removal. We have a 2-drop. We have a 3-drop. I guess we have a 4-drop as well. What is the opponent up to? Time will tell, I guess. They played a Surveil land. Played another Surveil land, so they're probably Domain, if I had to guess. Domain or some combination of Domain-esque cards. Zur Overlords, or something like that. So many of these cards say each. It doesn't really work well with the crimes. Beanstalk, yep. Definitely a multicolored ramp deck. Bill is nice. I do like Bill. Me and Bill go way back. Not really, but... Alright, no Elspeth Smite. Alright, we made it. Another up the Beanstalk is concerning. Is a Sunfall coming our way? Probably. Get lost. Unfortunate. I want to draw a card. We need the Caravan right about now, I think. Not terrible. I wonder if Domain's still playing Sunfall. I mean, it triggers up the Beanstalk as the upside, but it is a slower sweeper than Day of Judgment. It does exile. It does give you a blocker, so there are upsides. Opponent 1 off Domain. Are they not playing black? I wonder. Okay. What is the best option here? So, red mana. They could bargain like a... What's it called? Oh, I play the land. Maybe we play Hajar, just in case they're not playing Sunfall, and then we leave 3 creatures in our hand to rebuild. I think that's the best option. And then try and get a counter on Samut, because then he has first strike and... Okay. Whoops, I probably should have triggered, or done the map first if I knew that was what I was going to be doing. It's okay. Sunfall? You can always sack the Hajar into the Sunfall. Archangel of Wrath. Interesting. What are we killing? mean, that's a 3/3 for a 3/3. I don't think it's worth. Alright. They might not have the Sunfall at this point. Bristly Bill we could get back, which would be kind of cool. And then we could replay him and then put a counter on the Samut. Yeah, I like that. Come back, Bill. It's comeback time. Oh, I forgot about Vraan. Alright, we're playing into a sweeper a little bit too much, but... actually, if they block the Hajar, I can just sacrifice it. It's not great. It's pretty stupid, to be honest, but... You don't get your lifelink, I drain you, I pump my legend. Now, if they play a Day's Judgment, somebody can slap me. That's not Day of Judgment. We can blow up the Archangel of Wrath, or yeah, the Archangel of Wrath here. We don't have anything with reach, so they can swing in with it. Up the Beanstalk. Desperately searching for their Sunfall, probably. A land drop would be nice. Do have a Leyline Binding. What are they going to go for? Bretstein? Bill? Okay. Yeah, that's annoying, but... Alright. What do we do? Okay, so if I tack in and then play Gev, I can then play like Garna and get a counter on Garna, and it'll be pretty big. Or I could play Garna beforehand. And then, then if they kill any of our creatures when we attack in, I draw cards, which sounds pretty good. Get rid of this. And if they kill our creature, we draw a card and drain them. Because we have Vraan. So they could just kill Vraan. Well, we still draw a card. I feel like they nearly killed themselves there, but it's okay. I mean, they're probably sunfalling. I mean, look at them. They have all 7 cards. So do we want to hold on to the map? I think if we have another land drop, it's nice. Ask and you shall receive. Didn't really make a difference. Though if they don't sunfall, we drain them. They don't like Vraan. Still take a damage from our Garna. And we can make them sacrifice a non-token creature here with our Sheoldred's Edict. So that should hit the Archangel. Hopefully they don't have any Leyline bindings, but... Duress. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Oh, okay. That makes things really awkward, because Atrax is coming down next turn, so if we can't kill them here... We could offer a trade of the Archangel of Wrath with Garna. And then that would leave that as their only non-token creature. If they don't block, then we can play Gev and Lissa, which is nice. Because we can't really attack with Samut, otherwise we just give them free life gain. The Overlord's not coming out yet, so I think we have a turn. Okay, this gives us an answer to their Atraxa. Weird that we get to kill both. No, we don't get to kill both. Fine. Yeah. Definitely want the Archangel of Wrath gone, because then we can use the Edict. I think we play... Did we just play it out? I think we play it out. This gives us the most amount of damage the following turn. Do they have... How much mana do they have to hold up? So... I can get a Atraxa and a Leyline Binding here. Or 2 Leyline Bindings that they could hold up. We don't... Still don't have lethal. I think we were about to get domained. Fudge. That's no good. Alright, 1 Leyline Binding and a Sunfall. Our top deck has to be game winning. What would be a game winning top deck here? I'm honestly not sure. I don't know why they played a Fabled and grabbed an island. Maybe because they have a bounce spell? By Gisa. We didn't get to play the Alesha, now that I think about it. But we did get to play Cultivator's Caravan. And... it's kind of an insult to my face. Top deck this card that is like ridiculously good turn 1. And they have 7 cards in hand. They literally discarded hand size. Take that. Well, that's gotta be game. I don't think anything we draw saves us here. Yeah, nothing saves us here. Well, I will say good game and concede. Alright, well, that is going to do it for this deck. Hopefully you enjoyed. I think... Is this deck good? Not particularly, like, strong for ranking, I would say. I would say that, it's definitely, more of a for fun kind of play Q deck. So that is my warning to you. If you're going to use your wild cards on this, don't expect it to be the answer to get mythic, but it is pretty fun. And we did get to see Aclazotz Soul Cauldron absolutely wreck Azorius Oculus, which was fun. And I think we had some fun moments with like some of the new legends. Garna was better. Well, it felt pretty good to play, or it was like interesting to play. It made attacking feel pretty decent, which was nice. And yeah, that's the video. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Helps out the channel a ton. Consider checking out the other videos on the channel. Yesterday we played Boros Convoke with like a new edition. So if that sounds interesting to you, it should probably be on the screen right about now. That deck, I will say, probably much better than this one for ranking. So if you're looking for something to rank up, that'd be one that I might recommend. Anyways, have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Take care of yourself. Ciao.